Well, hello to day 10 of Plexus Bootcamp 101. And it's kind of hard for me to wrap my mind around the fact that this is the 10th. We only have 4 more to go. And I hope that this series has been encouraging for you as well as informative. I'm going to tell you real quickly, we went to church this morning, and we went to a different church, not our normal church. And if I can say anything, holy cow, the pastor, I think he knew I was sitting there this morning because he literally spoke to me. And I just want to share really quickly before I get into today's training how that impacted me. I'm a worrier. One of the reasons why I take Plexus products is simply because I struggle with anxiety. And I do believe that the probiotic has helped to calm a lot of that anxiety. I want to have the perfect plan for everything, and I want things according to X, Y, and Z. And if it doesn't happen that way, I stress out and I worry. And when I went to bed last night, just super excited after our Super Saturday, I also said to my husband, I said, you know, I just have this perfect plan laid out, and what if it doesn't happen? And he looked at me, he's like, what do you mean, what if? He's like, just stop. He said, and this might make me tear up a little bit, but he said, it's going to be fine. Everything is going to work out according to God's plan. And then this morning when I got to church, this is usually when people would stop their video, but I'm not. I'm going to let you guys see the real me. This morning, when we got to church, the pastor read from Matthew 6, and it said, Matthew 6:33, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. And so, throughout this Plexus journey, I want to do everything right. I want to do everything perfectly for my team. I don't want to ever let anybody down, which is one of the reasons why I embarked upon this video series, is I never want there to be the excuse of, I didn't know, I wasn't trained in this, I didn't know how to find this information. And so guys, hear my heart for you, that I have tried to lay out as much of the best practices with Plexus that I've learned so far for you. And you know what? God's in control of the details. I'm pouring into you guys, you're pouring into me, and I literally could not think of a better journey to be on. So for today, I'm going to share with you what lots of people in multi-level marketing and in network marketing call the daily method of operation. And I model a lot of what I do every day according to Celeste Gwynn, who is a double diamond. I think she's figured this out. So I think that if all of us kind of follow along her plan, I think that we'll find, wow, this is really a doable thing in a pretty concise amount of time every way. So I'm going to share my screen again. And let's see, I've got this photo. I'm going to share it up. Here we go. So, gosh, I don't know that I want to be that big. Here, let's do that. Okay, perfect. So if you'll follow along the screen with me, I'm just going to tell you a little bit how this works for me. And I apologize if we go over 10 minutes today, but number one, spending time in prayer for family, business, team, and company. And a long time ago, when I started Plexus almost a year ago, it was my goal to write down the names of my team members and to pray individually for them. And I'm going to be honest with you that I've fallen short on keeping up with that. That is the number one thing that I will do today. Every single name in my back office will go in my prayer journal, period. It's happening today. Secondly, and actually let me back up to that. Yesterday when we were at a dinner after Super Saturday, 2 people on my team were talking and we were trying to talk through some struggles. And Dana Moore said, have you prayed about it? And if there's no other words that were compelling yesterday in that conversation, I think that is a huge thing that all of us need to be doing, about praying about our posting, praying about our friends that are on on Plexus products, but then also those that aren't. Pray for the team, pray for the leadership of the company. It's huge. And I think that you will feel very fulfilled in that process. Serve personal Facebook for no longer than 20 minutes. We can get lost in this Facebook world that I often call wastebook. Facebook is a beautiful, beautiful tool if it's used properly. Wish every Facebook friend a happy birthday for that day. That gets conversations going, and it might encourage you to add that person to your list of 100 people that you would like to see using Plexus products possibly. Look through non-Plexus friends list and engage them without talking about Plexus. Facebook algorithms work really interestingly in that sometimes people stop showing up in your news feed, and so you want to re-engage with people so that you start to see their posts again and they might see your posts. So again, sometimes we see the same people over and over in our feed, but I encourage you maybe to go through your friends list and hop over to their pages and see if maybe you're missing out on some posting. Respond to Facebook messages starting with level ones. Yes and no. I truly believe that every single person on my team is worthy of response from me. And so now when I get to be diamond, that might change. But at the point where I am in my business at Senior Ruby, I do believe that every single person, whether you are my level 1 or my level 7, you deserve my attention, and I will respond to your messages. That start point is important though. If there are answers to questions in the back office team files and so forth, I would just encourage people to continue to reach out and try to comb through that research as well. Being slightly self-sufficient with Plexus is a big deal, especially as you grow your team. 531, reach out to 5 new people every day about Plexus. And it can be something simple like, have you tried the pink drink? I'd love to send you samples. That's it. That's all you need to do. You want to follow up with 3 people, with 3 customers or ambassadors, and you want to also train people. Train people in how to use their products, how to do the business side, but 531 is huge. Follow up with 3 potentials who have shown interest in the past. Train one ambassador in some way. Follow up at least once a month with people who have inquired about the details. Don't be that nagging person once a week. Hey, have you thought more? Hey, do you want to sign up? Because then you become the crazy Plexus person that you will get hidden from their newsfeed. So be very careful with your follow-up and do it gently and kindly and not in a cramming Plexus down your throat, look at Plexus, because that's just going to turn people off. Going out and meeting with potentials and ambassadors in person, if possible, is huge. I see many of my ambassadors every single day because I work at the school with them. If you're not in a situation where you're logically going to see these people every day, then obviously you can't do that. But certainly keeping them engaged, a couple of times a week is really important. Wear Plexus swag, meet new people whenever possible. So, funny story, when I first joined Plexus, Julia gave me this super cute Plexus shirt, but it's very sparkly. And sparkle is a little out of my comfort zone. I wore that shirt to the grocery store last week, but here's the cool thing. Nobody talked to me about Plexus, but what it did do was it made me more conscious of what I was putting in my cart. Because as I'm wearing a Plexus Slim shirt, I probably shouldn't be loading up my cart with processed foods and sodas and so forth. So if you need a good little self-check, wear some Plexus swag to the grocery store. Widen your nets. Don't use the excuse of, I don't know enough people, I don't have a lot of friends, yada, yada, yada. Excuses. Put yourself out there. Join a gym. Start volunteering, show up at your kids' ball practices rather than sitting in the car. Do things to talk to people. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't necessarily bring up Plexus with new people, but add them on Facebook as your friends. So as you meet new people, hey, I'm going to friend you on Facebook. That's all you need to do. They're going to start seeing what you're interested in, but they're not going to feel that you're only wanting to be friends with them because you're trying to sell them something. We don't sell Plexus. We share Plexus. We share an incredible health testimony. We share wellness. And if people are interested, we share what the financial opportunity is. The last point is super huge, and this is a struggle for me because I know, again, going back to, I never want to let anyone down when they need me. But when you're with your family, it's 100% family time. There does come a degree of multitasking, but even one of my level ones this morning, she said, I'm going to be off the grid for a little bit today because I've got to have family time. I get it. Absolutely. We all need that. But I will encourage you to be on Facebook daily, because that is a huge tool by which our team operates and by which you can grow your business. And so if you shut down Facebook even for 24 hours, that can be challenging if your team members have needs or if your customers have needs. Or God forbid you miss somebody who's wanting to either buy products or learn about the opportunity, and they don't want to wait around for 24 hours to hear back from you. So I would encourage you to at least be on social media at some point during the day. So that is the lesson there on a daily method of operation. And this looks different for everyone, but just make sure that you're starting to set up some sort of Plexus routine, that you are engaged. You're engaged with team members, with your upline, with your downline, and I really wish you all the best. Don't worry. God's got it. God's got the plan. We need to embrace it and just feel incredibly blessed that we have been placed exactly where we are for this purpose. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.